Good day, Broncos. We are live from McKinney ISD Studios. On today's show, anchor Josie Calley gives us a sneak peek at the renovations coming to Collin Creek Mall.
Then, Tristan Van Steeder introduces us to one of Boyd's rising stars.
And finally, Derek Santos breaks up the Valentine's Day spirit.
Hi, I'm Josie Cowley.
And I'm Tim Longoria. Today is Thursday, February 14th, and this is BNN.
Live from McKinney ISD Studio, this is Bronco News Network.
Well, today is kind of a big day. I mean, happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, you know. I see we're both wearing red.
Yeah, got our red, definitely in the spirit today. So do you have a Valentine?
I do not. I'm looking for
man.
one, though.
Looking for one, there you go. Well, I mean, definitely looking forward to tomorrow, though, when all the candy goes on sale.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Valentine's Day is just movies and candy for me, you know.
That's the best part, yes.
From December 22nd, 2018 until January 25th, 2019, spanning 34 days, the United States government experienced the longest shutdown in history. It was suspected that the government was going to shut down again after tomorrow, February the 15th, due to the lack of funding. To stay up to date with the status of the government and the shutdown, be sure to check out our website at boydbnn.com.
Opening its doors in 1981, it has recently been closing its stores since 2017. However, a revival for Collin Creek Mall is on the way.
It's not just necessarily that mall, it's just the state of retail, the Amazon effect on all the retailers, you know, where people are mostly ordering through internet and things like that, to the point that these retailers are struggling. So it's just time to recreate another location with a different thought process.
The arrival of Stonebriar Mall in 2001 began the downfall of Collin Creek's popularity. It was followed by developments like Legacy, Legacy West, and Waters Crossing in the Frisco-Allen area. Malls have also been affected by the wide use of Amazon and online shopping.
Instead of going to Collin Creek, I typically go to Stonebriar. It's closer to my house.
Located right off of 75 and President George Bush Turnpike, the mall is a prime location for North Dallas shoppers, though its current state shows different.
There's going to be a lot of venues there that people are going to want to come and visit and experience all the fountains and all the landscaping, all the art that's going to be there.
Centurion American is in the process of purchasing a variety of locations that can be filled with useful retail and plenty of entertainment. Places like Collin Creek can expect a music venue and residential areas as well.
Live, play, work all in the same place. A lot of restaurants, a lot of entertainment for families, a lot of open space and park space.
As Collin County continues to grow, the consumers of the area will as well. Soon, Collin Creek Mall will return to that forefront as well. Josie Cowley, BNN.
There are plenty of places to shop across the Metroplex, even right here at Boyd. Jonathan Eigen gives us an inside look at the PTO Spirit Shop in the Rotunda.
Monday through Friday, we are always walking past and talking to our friends here at the Rotunda. But what is this shop here at the heart of Boyd? This small shop in the corner of the Rotunda holds most of our Bronco pride. But what else does it hold?
We sell low-fat items like the baked chips and crackers, nuts, popcorn, granola bars, ice cream, diet drinks, things like that.
With such a variety of things to purchase, this small shop has a special place in all of our hearts.
We're all volunteers. I think most of us are parents. I'm a parent of a freshman student, and we offered our services at the beginning of the year to the PTL and sign up for shifts.
We would like to give a special thanks to all the parents who volunteer at this shop Monday through Friday. Without you, things wouldn't be the same. Jonathan Eigen, BNN.
Being a student is rough, but smart home devices have made life a little easier. Abby Baker spoke to some of our students about which of these devices they like best.
Amazon's Alexa and Google Home are used every day by nearly 39 million people across America. They are very popular among the student body, but how do Boyd students use their smart speaker or in-home assistant?
Whenever I have to do homework or take notes or write an essay, I usually like listen to music on it, and if I have to spell check anything, I'll just tell it to spell it for me.
The popularity of using virtual assistants is on the rise for everything from alarms, daily weather, music, and helping students do their homework more efficiently.
A lot of it I use for music, and then that's about 50% of the time, and the other 50% is me asking questions with like schoolwork and stuff.
According to BNN's Twitter poll, most students prefer to use Amazon Alexa to simplify their lives.
Using my Alexa helps me be more efficient by setting alarms to remind me to do homework or get other tasks done.
With a variety of virtual assistants, students, no matter the budget, can find one to fit their needs. Abby Baker, BNN.
I'll catch you on the flip side, whatever that means.
Now, Josie, I do have to tell you that I have an Alexa and I love it so much.
Really?
Just asking it like so many random questions and questions that actually make sense. Questions like, who's the Prime Minister of Puerto Rico? If there even is one. And like, Alexa, tell me the Prime Minister of Puerto Rico. And she just says out a random name. You know, it's great.
Important information, stuff you need to know on a daily basis.
Exactly.
I know you can also ask it sports scores, but I mean, good thing we don't have to do that here because we've got Thomas. So, Thomas, what's going on with Boyd sports?
Well, you know, there's actually lots of action this week as today gets started with the powerlifting team when they compete at a meet at Little Elm High. Softball will hit the field today as they throw first pitch in the College Station tournament. Then tomorrow, baseball will try and strike out Denton Guyer at 4. Track and field will hit the ground running as they compete in the Wildcat meet at Denton Guyer. With all this going on, it shows how busy this time of year truly is. Anchor Tim Longoria tells us more about all the great sports you won't want to miss.
In a state where football plays king, the spring season often gets overlooked. However, here at Boyd, our spring sports are here to take the spotlight with lots to play and enjoy.
Baseball definitely takes a lot of time and effort out of the players to really go out there. And then just all the games, just for the student section, like there's a lot of games they can go to, and every Tuesday, every Friday, there's always something to do.
With lots going on, it takes lots of preparation in the fall and mass time consumption to be the best athletes they can be this semester.
I play on a fall season team outside of school and then inside of school. You know, we're in the weight room a lot, you know, we're practicing daily, you know, just going through like another routine.
As they work to get better, these athletes plan to have immense success and gain the recognition they desire.
So I feel like baseball is very overshadowed by football, so, you know, we don't get like as much fans as football, but, you know, it's still like still a good time, so, you know, being overshadowed isn't that bad.
With this new edge to make their names in sports be seen, these athletes put on great performances. So make sure you go out and see all the action this spring. You won't want to miss it. Tim Longoria, BNN.
And to continue with the craziness of springtime sports, the wrestling team will wrap up the week tomorrow in a regional tournament at Allen. So, Tim and Josie, you know, with all this sports action going on, y'all going to be able to make it to any of it?
Ooh. Yeah, definitely going to try and head out for a couple of games, especially baseball coming up. Really excited for that.
Yeah, I know. I actually enjoy baseball a lot. You know,
Yeah.
football's like my top one, but
Of
then
course.
I'm like, you know, come to a couple basketball games, then maybe go to a couple baseball games. You know, you gotta support the boys.
Of course, and throwing a couple soccer games in the, soccer games in there as well.
Exactly, exactly. Well, the Prep for College is more than just for athletes and scholarships, but also for Greek life. Kat Wright gives us a rundown on the Prep for Rush.
Rushing a sorority is an important part for upcoming college freshman girls, but sometimes it can be confusing or stressful. Thankfully, the McKinney Panhellenic is here to help you out.
Some people may think that starting the rush process as a senior in high school may be a bit too early. However, there are many things you can do right now.
It's real important to clean up your social media because girls will look, and to start updating your resume and to start networking to find people to write you letters of recommendation for each house at your university.
Another tip from the Panhellenic's social chair is to keep an open mind.
A lot of girls go through and they are just want to suicide one house, they only want to be this certain sorority, and I would recommend having an open mind.
Being in a sorority is important not only for the lifelong friendships, but also for life after college.
When you graduate, it's a great networking tool. So when you're ready to move forward in your career, there's job boards, there's alumni that look for graduating seniors to bring them into their company. So it's a great networking tool as well. Yeah.
If you have any questions involving Greek life or the rush process, go to mckinney-panhellenic.com for more information. Kat Wright, BNN.
Every month, BNN likes to thank one of our incredible teachers who go above and beyond to make students successful. This month, we would like to thank anatomy teacher Mr. Gallion for his wide array of Hawaiian shirts and providing the best environment for our students.
While we have many star teachers here at Boyd, we also have rising star talent. Tristan Van Steeder introduced us to Jack Horan, an aspiring and experienced actor right here at Boyd.
When you think of a dream job, we imagine being a fireman or possibly a police officer. But some of us imagine being an actor with the lights, the camera, and mainly the thrill. Jack Horan, who has been in the acting business his whole life, enjoys being able to do what he loves.
I hung around my uncle a lot, and he was on the show Glee, and he played Artie Abrams. So I basically grew up on the set of Glee, so that's kind of how I got into acting.
Even when his job can get pretty stressful between remembering lines and hitting timings just right, he still does his best to keep up with school and living a normal life just like the rest of us.
Sometimes it interferes, but I've never had a problem with juggling both at the same time. But
At the end of the night, once all our scenes are finished with and scripts have been written, we will return home and turn the lights out. Tristan Van Steeder, BNN.
The acting talent will also be on display February 24th when the Oscars premiere on ABC, showcasing some of the best films from 2018. Abigail Puhala gives us our students' take on last year's most critically acclaimed movies.
The biggest award night of the year is just around the corner. The nominations have been announced, presenters have been named, and the speculations have begun. Here's the latest on the 91st Academy Awards. The Academy revealed this year's Oscar nominees on January 22nd, with The Favorite and Roma both leading with 10 nominations each. Roma, directed by Alfonso Cuarón, made history this year by becoming the first Netflix film in history to be nominated for Best Picture. Other Best Picture nominees include Black Panther, BlacKkKlansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice.
Roma absolutely needs to win. It deserves to win, but it won't because it'll be Green Book.
Best Actress, Lady Gaga, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't?
I personally would like to see Vice win some things, and also BlacKkKlansman. Also The Favorite.
I like The Incredibles 2, but I also haven't seen Spider-Verse. I think it'd be a good pick as well.
I think either Black Panther or Infinity War, most definitely.
However, this year's show definitely isn't without controversy. Following Kevin Hart stepping down in light of controversial tweets, the Oscars remained hostless for a number of weeks. It has since been confirmed by a publicist with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences that the 91st Academy Awards will remain hostless. The last time this occurred was in 1989, with the 61st Academy Awards being very poorly received. That, combined with other controversies surrounding Green Book and Bohemian Rhapsody, has some people concerned about how this year's award show will pan out.
I think the Oscars are going to lose like a great deal of cohesiveness. I know with the host, that first 10 minutes of the show are kind of integral and integral for a host, and without one, you're going to have a lot of empty space, and I don't know how they're going to handle it. I think it's going to lose a special touch that it's had for years.
You can catch the 91st Academy Awards live Sunday, February 24th at 7 p.m. Central on ABC. Abigail Puhala, BNN.
Now, Josie, I know that I am definitely going to be staying inside, watching the Oscars, watching a couple movies, having some me time, just chilling.
Of course, yeah, I mean, especially when you never know what the weather's going to do. It's going to be so cold or it's going to be super hot. Just have plans to stay inside.
You can just never tell with Texas weather.
That's right. Well, I mean, Rob, can you tell what's coming up this weekend?
Well, this week it's actually going to be quite a bit colder, as on Tuesday and Thursday we can actually expect some chances of snow. But this week it's actually going to be go ahead and be really nice, as this weekend we can expect some higher temperatures. Like today we can actually expect a high of 73 and a low of 48. And on Friday we can expect a high of 62 and a low of 38. And on Saturday we can expect a high of 51 and another low of 38. Now, with the chance of snow coming up, how are you guys feeling about that?
Oh my gosh, whenever you said that there was a chance of snow, I was like, whoa, hold on,
Hold
pause,
up.
time out. There's a chance of snow in Texas. That means we're all going to freak out.
That's right. We're all going to get excited. Get ready for that. It'll probably just be ice.
Yeah,
but-
and it'll probably be 60 degrees the next day or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
And then 90 degrees the next week. You can
It's
just never tell.
Texas. There you go.
For those who aren't having a great Valentine's Day so far, you may be looking forward to Anti-Valentine's Week, which starts tomorrow. Derek Santos takes us through each day of the week leading up to the National Breakup Day.
So like, keep you dating or ready?
What's happening? I just got a message from Emma saying she wants to meet me in the stairwell. Dude, we gotta go. Oh, hey Emma.
Hi.
What's that?
Ow! I have sacrificed for this family, yet you don't know that half of the...
You're gonna fail this algebra test, by the way, you know.
Oh, hey, Derek.
Bro, is that your ex?
Yeah.
What is this?
This is my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah. I think you should go.
Yeah, you should leave right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm in lunch break.
No.
Derek! I want you back. I'll never break up with you again, I promise.
Emma, come back to me.
He told Dean? What did he tell Dean? Emma.
Sorry.
What?
I
Forever?
can't do this anymore.
Forever? No. Don't.
This much. All the girls stomp your feet like this. Few times I've been around that.
Well, I mean, I know Tim and I don't have Valentine's, but what about you, Thomas and Rob?
I actually do. You know, I got plans tonight. Got to make sure everything goes smoothly.
There you go.
I'm in the same camp as you guys.
Yeah,
all
just-
my camps.
Yeah, I know. I felt really bad for Derek, but you know, hey, we just gotta support him as much as we can.
Exactly. We're all in the same
Support each
boat.
other because we are one big family here.
That's right. We're all each other's Valentines.
Exactly.
There you go. Well, that's all for today's show, Broncos. Be sure to join us on March 1st for our next show when we prepare for the Crew of Barkus Parade and we look at what students need to do after they get accepted into college.
And remember, news is always stampeding through the halls at Boyd, and BNN has it covered.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook and YouTube at Bronco News Network or on Twitter and Snapchat at Boyd_BNN. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend, Broncos.